We're already in. There we go. Was hearing my own voice. That's fixed. I actually had to like put the switch to sleep, so I had to go back and save. A save point, because you can't actually save on this game. Like on the start menu, like in the other game. Leave me alone, please. You gonna follow me? Oh, delay. Let's get out of here. We know where we need to go. Come on, I don't want to do this. I hate this. I hate these weapons. Fuck you. The game is actively sabotaging my combat. Because I pick up the weapon with the same fucking button that I used to attack. There's no need to use weapons in this game. Son of a bitch. The same last time. Are you serious? I heard a click. It should be fucking open. There we go.
Get him. Get him.
Get it.
There's another one.
I lost control of my... Oh, how can I lose something that I do not have control over? In an instant, memories flash before my eyes that made me what I am today. Ah, fuck. Please, I don't want to fight the source. Son of a bitch. You bull fuck. I ate him. It's weird because it automatically, the Reaver just like absorbs it, but doesn't really, I don't absorb it. So you might remember this place. Like I said, I had to go and backtrack all the way back just so that I could use a save point. I actually don't know. I mean, in anything that is not really milk, I just hate it. Like soy milk. The milk introducing itself in Spanish. The almond milk. I'm beginning to tolerate the 2% less fat milk. But it's not the same, it's not as creamy. What the fuck? Okay. So all of this, I already did it. It really is just puzzles. Puzzles of like... It's never really explained what kind of blood is in the basins. But you're supposed to transport all of that blood with like chalices that you find around the room. And every time you fill one of those urns with blood, a bridge will come out. Like a bridge of blood. Which eventually will harden and it will turn into a bridge. But at the very beginning it was literally just like fucking like liquid blood. It's weird that they're not giving me the air Reaver here. Well, it doesn't matter. I activated this for... Wait. Fuck. They deactivated. I hope that the fucking... Oh, okay, cool. I was like... If everything went back to this original state before I did the save point, I was gonna be pissed. Let's go get the air Reaver. Some ground rules. We're actually gonna finish the game today. No more shitting around. As far as I remember, it's a pretty straight shot from here. Like, I think you had to get the Fire Reaver, but the Fire Reaver is essentially not that... Like, it's a shorter temple. Is the the wind stream, yes. Yeah, you see, these were shortcuts. Every time I like advance in a level, actually I can use this. But those black bridges are the ones that every time you feel the urn, blood will spur out and will form that. So I am to assume that these bridges are made of blood and air, I don't know. Just willpower, I guess. But I think I already made it all the way over. Fucking eyes just looking at me like, I see you, motherfucker. The frame rate is kind of weird. It seems like it's dropping in this area. Only the hand of a vampire can open this door. Let's see what we got on the other side of the door. Who are we kidding? It's Janos. We know it's Janos. We've been looking for him. Those red crystals, I'm inclined to believe that it's crystallized blood. Just because of what I've seen so far.
Janos Audrin. It is heartening after all these years to hear my name spoken without contempt.
Is David Bowie
Raziel?
as a
My
vampire?
child, what have they done to you?
I have been dragged through hell and back. All it seems to reach this moment. But I don't yet know why.
For thousands of years I have waited, alone here, losing faith. At the time of the binding, 9 guardians were called to serve the pillars, and I was summoned as the 10th guardian, the keeper of the Reaver, the weapon of our salvation. Over time, our race died out, until I alone remained, sustained only by my obligation to you and by my guardianship of the blade.
And the other 9? Why did their guardianship not sustain them?
I don't know.
They're not vampires.
As our race dwindled, the humans prospered. I have watched over the centuries as our history faded into myth and finally receded altogether. The humans have forgotten us entirely and claimed the pillars for themselves, wholly ignorant of their true purpose. To them, I am merely a devil, the origin of their vampire plague.
Oh, okay. I misspoke. I think the original 9 guardians that he said that were not sustained, it was actually the other vampires that were guardians. But Janos was the only one that prevailed because, I don't know, he just has like crazy amount of willpower and he has so much faith in the prophecies and guarding the Reaver. But the other 9 original vampire guardians is believed that they took their own lives because they couldn't hear the voice of God anymore after they got struck by immortality. So they went crazy. They were trying to ascend because they appreciate the circle of life and all that bullshit. So they were trying to end, like, it was like, we'll find a way out to like get rid of the immortality. So they killed themselves, but they're technically trapped because, as you can see, like any immortal being, like it's just like you saw it with the Raziel's brethren, like all of his brothers and shit. Every time that they will die, they would just go into the spectral realm and they would just stay there until they got absorbed by Raziel. But yeah, technically can die, even if your physical body just vanishes.
Why would the pillars summon human guardians then, if they are meant to be served by vampires?
The pillars choose their guardians from birth, Raziel, and vampires are no longer born.
Yeah, they ran out of
This
options.
is the crux of our dilemma. And this is the terrible irony. With their vampire purge, the members of the Circle have assaulted the very architects of the pillars they are sworn to protect. They have embarked on a treacherous path, With every vampire they kill, the humans are slitting their own throats. They know I'm up here, beyond their reach, and it terrifies them. You can see how they flaunt their kills to torment me, or perhaps simply to lure me out. They have this foolish notion that destroying me will somehow topple our entire bloodline. Thankfully, we're not that fragile.
I've seen them mustering their forces in the village below.
That's another statement,
Yes.
that they're not fragile.
I don't know what they're
Very
plotting,
fucking hard to kill
but I
Janos.
fear our time may be bitterly short.
Mankind seems to have brought you only torment and grief. You must hate them.
They fear what they don't understand, and they despise what they fear. But no,
Very
I do
Joda
not
of you.
hate them.
Vorador does.
He has suffered much. He cannot forgive them.
Should they be forgiven?
They don't understand what they're doing. They are simply unenlightened and vulnerable to manipulation.
So, it's all true then. What Cain and Vorador have told me. I really am some kind of unholy vampire messiah.
Unholy? No. Messiah, perhaps.
I don't like that word. It smells of martyrdom.
Wow.
Raziel, your role in this world's destiny is more crucial and more benevolent than you've allowed yourself to believe. Your journey will not be easy. Dark powers are allied against you. But I think you already know this. You appear to have been cruelly tested. The binding must be secured, Raziel. The pillars are the lock.
And the Reaver is the key.
Yes.
The Reaver is here. Why do I feel nothing?
The most formidable weapon.
Why
ever
do I feel
forged
nothing?
by our swordsmiths. They infused the blade with vampiric energy, empowering the Reaver to drain our enemies of their precious lifeblood.
As Janos presented the blade, an inexplicable sense of dread crept over me, more palpable than anything I'd felt before. I was at once horribly repelled by the sword, and yet irresistibly compelled to touch it, to take it up. Please, take it away from me.
Yeah, he hasn't explained what he experienced, so Janos doesn't know.
I fear you have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel.
Dude, I killed hundreds of these fuckers. I've been popping fools all the way here. I can take them.
My surroundings whirled sickeningly, and I found myself transported safely away from the ambush to an adjacent chamber. Janos had delivered me from the Sarafan, selflessly forfeiting his own safety to preserve my life. And now I feared that my newfound mentor would be slaughtered by the very crusaders I had so recently revered. The irony pierced me, and with dawning horror, I realized that I had been duped by Mobius from the beginning. For the Sarafan had simply followed the path I gullibly blazed through this sanctuary, and had arrived bearing Mobius' staff. Thus armed, they had Janos at their mercy. Through the door, I could hear them battling, less than a dozen paces away. But it may as well have been 1,000 miles, for this barrier was sealed by elemental forces I did not possess. It seemed Janos had conveyed me into the heart of the fire shrine. I thought perhaps if I could galvanize the forge and imbue the Reaver in time, I might have a slim chance of saving Janos from his grisly fate.
Sure, given that I don't get stuck in a fucking puzzle. Perhaps. Yeah, that's what I think. This one was the shortest temple. So technically, you're in a hurry. But you can still fuck around. But it's not designed like, canonically, it's not designed to be very long. Like the camera work in here is telling me what the fuck I'm supposed to do, I guess. And this is where it's gonna pop up. But yeah, Mobius is great, man. He's playing like 3D chess. You're over here playing like fucking regular chess. I don't need a save unless the game crashes, which could happen. Okay, what river do I have? They took away the air river. I took it specifically for this. And they took it away from me, but so I guess I need to like jump. Is there anything down there? Do I have anything here? Nope. Let's jump down, figure it out. So there's fire sticks. Is this, yeah, it's a torch. Supposed to light it up. And I guess take it over. Oh shit. Ooh. Controller, don't fail me now. Yeah, right? That's why this guy's been like waiting forever here. He has all the blood he needs. He doesn't need to go out. I always find it kind of like weird how in science fiction, whenever you have immortals, they either suck as a ruler because races never die. Like imagine a universe where Ben Franklin is still alive. It will be terrible. He was a great leader back then, I guess, but now it would have sucked. But then you have people like Janos, where he's technically not a bad leader, and he understands that humans are like being manipulated and he doesn't need anything, but he's not actively trying to persuade them into understanding the other side. And I'm not sure if you ever see like anything on like another media, like on Blood Omen 2 or some shit like that, where you see that kind of shit happening. What's going on? Oh, I drained it. Okay. Was I supposed to... Okay. So now, how do I... Oh, fuck. I guess I had to do it again. Oh, okay. It's a time thing. So I don't have to, like, worry about it. Okay. I thought I was gonna have to do a lap around and like light the fucking urn again. So let's go. We just wait. Son of a bitch, every time I reach the surface, this happens. Okay. Son of a bitch. Control, man. Again. Oh shit, it activates. Okay. And they're making this easy. Well, it's a quality of life kind of thing. Maybe it's an update. Who knows? So I think the hard part is that I have to light that shit, obviously. But I think once you yeah, they want to rush you. They don't want you to fuck around. Because like I said, canonically, you're not supposed to take that long. But I think once I grab this and put it in there, the rivers of blood are gonna start pouring in, and I had to avoid it. I think. Or maybe not. Or maybe it's just a time thing. Or maybe it's on the way back. I think it's on the way back, because you need to light the fire. You use the same fire to light the ground indentation where you're supposed to get the fire reaver. And I don't think the fire reaver has any kind of purpose, if I remember right. Okay. In the sense of like for puzzles, I guess it's just like damage. But I don't remember having you like activate it and do anything. Like you don't burn shit with it. At least I don't remember. Fuck. I'm guessing I had to do this again. Man, you see the sensitivity on the fucking joystick? Doing your taxes right now? Are you saying you're playing Yeah, no, it's fine. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Like, is it predicting that that you're gonna get more? Okay, let's see. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Why is the fucking Reaver here? I don't get it. This doesn't make any sense. I lost it immediately. Am I missing something? There has to be something that I'm not seeing. Cheat this shit again. Okay, I guess I'm doing this wrong. Fuck. Such an idiot. Okay, I need to like shoot the fucking crystal from like this. From this platform over here, not from the fucking middle. There we go. Give me my torch. So we fly up. The blood is gonna... It's gonna suck. I think I fucked up. Yep, this was my pillar. Son of a bitch. And I think I got it wet. Fuck. You know what sucks? That I can't, like, the switch sucks when it comes to controllers. So I can't really, like... I can't do the claw technique to, like, use the joystick at the same time that I'm, like, holding the B button. And move at the same time. And it's, like, it's uncomfortable and fucking weird. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna cramp my fucking hands. But I'm gonna try it. Because that's where I couldn't see where the fuck I was going. Because I couldn't turn the camera on. My hand! My hand is getting fucked. I'm gonna let go of the B button any moment. Fuck. Ah, my hand. Ah. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Oh shit, this is the first time that this... None of the other Reavers did this. This is way more fantastical than the other ones. Got fireworks and shit. Oh wow, you saw his fucking head? Twisted like a chicken. I was like, why is it doing a crazy zoom on my back? Alright. I'm gonna stick my Reaver into thine hole. I think this is the fatter Reaver. The fattest one. I think. Oh, come on. That fucking statue is obviously Raziel.
Reaver into that furnace and forge the blade with elemental fire. With the Reaver thus imbued, I was now armed to unlock the elemental barrier and rescue Janos from his executioners.
But what does he do? I remember looking at this, it was really cool. Janos can wait. Yeah, it's nothing special, it's just fire. I don't remember if there's like shit you can do with it. Here we go. With the staff. One of those dudes is a painter, because he's trying to like do the portrait that you find in the wall later.
Hold him! heart. How it still beats.
Oh, yes.
The fiend intends to bury us alive. Raziel, we must get out of here.
Remember the sword!
They run like they have shit on their pants. It's nice that that didn't get updated.
Forgive me. I'm sorry. I failed you.
No, Razia. Perhaps this was my true purpose. Simply to save your life this once.
While I have taken yours.
Embrace your destiny, Raziel. You must reclaim the Reaver. It was forged for you and you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
Forged a millennia ago, but it was forged for him.
As I backed away from Janos's body, I was overwhelmed by a sense of self-loathing so deep I could barely contain it. In that instant, I rejected all that I ever was, and embraced the role Janos had safeguarded for me so patiently throughout the centuries. I knew then what I had to do, the task for which I was uniquely prepared. I would pursue the Sarafan dogs to their loathsome fortress and avenge Janos Audrin's murder. Mobius would pay dearly for his treachery, and my Sarafan brethren would reap the horrors they had sown. I would retake the stolen Reaver, which was rightfully mine. And finally, when all these debts had been paid, I would reclaim Janos Audrin's heart from their filthy, unworthy hands. If the heart was truly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife, its highest purpose was clear to me. I would restore the heart to Janos, and thus undo the vile crime committed by my abominable former self.
They reap what they sow. I'm gonna kill my brethren. Fuck them all to hell. Fuck. Shit. It all comes full circle like my life bar. I know how to go back. It's a quick fucking run. The problem is that I think this is where they start introducing the Devil May Cry barriers. Yep. And they start talking, I think.
We've been expecting you, little Razia.
So, these demonic pests were not merely the product of Nosgoth's corrupted future. For here they were, hurtling back over 5 centuries to pursue me.
How?
These creatures, I suspected, were minions of the unseen forces that had hoped to control me. This was the tangible expression of their displeasure. These demons were unleashed as the penalty for my disobedience.
I don't think so, though. I mean, that's a nice conjecture, but... Oh. But I don't think that's the case. And I actually think the story kind of suffers that they're here. But, to me, it just doesn't really make sense that they're here. Fuck it, I'm losing blood. Did I say blood? I mean health. Here we go. No barrier, please, son of a bitch.
Do you really think you can save Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
Ah, fuck, leave me alone. Give me your soul. Oh, that was a piss poor fucking soul. It's gold, but it doesn't really give me. The blue ones are the ones that give me actually like good stuff. But probably reset. Maybe it's easier if I escape into the spectral realm, unless they also have barriers on the other side. They do. And I'm actually more fucked here because I have less health. And now we have the Minotaurs.
There he is, the savior of Nosgoth.
No, please, leave me alone. Fight the fucking toads. Of course it doesn't do anything. Come to me, Raziel. Oh, I remember that those guys don't stagger. Fuck. The Minotaurs are like stronger. They don't really stagger. I need to find a portal. You are not a threat, Raziel. So yeah, the Fire Reaver, I don't think it doesn't... it's not like it does more damage. Is there a portal in here? I think it was... no, like, I'm fucked. I'm trapped in here. Oh, there it is. Give me my health back.
Come here, you devil.
Oh shit, it teleported over here. Are they gonna fight him? It looked like they were gonna fight him. Get the Light Reaver, blind them. Doesn't work. Fuck him up. Yes. Free soul. Ah! Are you serious? He's just spamming that one move. He knows what he's doing. What the hell was that? I can't behead a fucking Minotaur. I need to throw this shit away. Okay. I guess I have to kill everyone. I need to kill the guy at the beginning of the fucking game. There, yeah. Where is he? There it is. Let's see if they can kill him. Alright, he's dead. Give me your soul, come on. Are they really squaring off? Are you serious, dude? You're coming over me? Go after him. Fuck. Fuck him up. I don't know why I stopped running and hitting. That's the better than fastest strategy. But yeah, I don't think this really serves a purpose besides like doing like an end game kind of thing.
Get him!
I don't really think it makes sense for them to appear here, story-wise. And to just say cryptic stuff, like it's not really cryptic. I know what they're doing, but it's just for thematic purposes, I guess. Fuck. This was the hardest part. Oh, I got it. I don't know why I hit him. Not supposed to be like that. This was just a bigger arena, and then you got this upgraded motherfucker.
Come closer, Raziel.
Ah, fuck. I can do this too. There we go. Damn it. Got all my health. What the fuck? Oh! Where's my portal? Or am I fucked? 'Cause I can't climb walls. This is not a portal. Oh! As usual. Okay, I don't know where I'm going. Well, I do know, but yeah, this is the right way to go. Look at the map. This is not the map. The world is surprisingly small. This is Ustenhainge. It's all the way to the north. The Dark Forge, the Time Streaming Device, the Swamp, the Ruins, the Pillars, and the Stronghold all the way to the south. I'm still going the right way. Let's go south. That's not gonna be the end of it. We're gonna start seeing more. I think this is a shortcut. We can climb that wall.
Over there!
Over where? Over yonder? You're in France! Why are you talking English? Ah. So I've been debating whether or not to like actually play Blood Omen 2. Because it's a cool game. Like I like it a lot because of the action. But the story is not really there. Like the dialogue that you come to expect from the Legacy of Kain series is not really there. But it is an interesting story nevertheless, but oh shit. Wait, you can block?
You shall not pass.
How the fuck? How the fuck do you block? All right, I forgot about this. All right. You're in the swamp, so you know I can't dodge. He's input reading the fuck out of me. He has like strikes that are like small enough in the fucking time window for me to like interrupt my swing. That sucked. Fuck you guys. Hate you guys. Yeah, what I'm planning to do maybe is to show you like on YouTube, probably just like we'll see some of the few like cutscenes and like bosses. That way I can explain some of the shit that I liked. But that's not gonna take longer than 15 minutes. There's not a lot of like, fuck. There's not a lot of cinematics in that game. So I think I dropped too far. Nope, I'm going the right way. Ah, son of a bitch. Where's the portal? There it is. I think now the Elder God is probably gonna say something stupid. Oh shit. Not right now, but you know what I mean. Like once I reach him, I'm gonna have to go past him. The air river's projectiles are supposed to be stronger. Maybe they'll be able to do. The failed assassin. That's what he's gonna fucking say. Well, he's not really a barrier. I don't have to like kill them. Come to me, Raziel. I'm not coming to you. Fuck you. You don't know me around. Oh. Okay. There it is. I was like, I knew there was a fucking rock in here somewhere. I think I'm going the right way. I'm hoping I'm going the right way. Use the fire river. We have it here. Might as well. But you see what I mean? I haven't seen anything useful for the fire river. It's just like it might as well not exist. The whole thing, it was just there for, I don't know if maybe you use it to like enter the Seraphim stronghold. Like maybe you melt an ice wall or some shit. That would have been smart. Fuck. Oh, I can hear the Elder God. His fucking tentacles are just like slapping on drums endlessly. Because what else are you gonna do when you live like a millennia and are bored? Just composing some fucking fire ass music. It always sounds like a prelude to something like bigger that never arrives. But it satisfies me, so it's good. Ooh! Here we go.
You have failed me, Raziel.
Oh, here we go
I
again.
wonder, old one, did you truly resurrect me, or were you simply there when I awakened from my torment in the abyss?
We asked this on the first game.
You found me merely convenient, dropped in your lair by Cain, indestructible for some reason. A durable and gullible tool for you to manipulate.
Just has one eye. This is really early in the fucking timeline.
I have been used by others time and again, but always I seem to stray from their path. What is it about me, demon, that makes me such an unreliable instrument? Why do I survive one trial after another, on and on, in an endless succession of humiliating deaths and resurrections? It seems there is much more to my destiny and my history than I know. Perhaps more than you know as well.
And he just shuts up. Like, he doesn't really answer any of your question, because, like, what's the point? But that's what I mean. Like, the Elder God was just bigger brain than Mobius, because he exists outside of time. Like, time is not really like a straight line for him. It's amazing how he can keep like tabs of like which version of Raziel he's talking about. Like really early in the timeline, he treats you like shit, but in the future, he treats you like, oh, I just met you and you're kind of cool. Let's date. But I don't know, it's mind-boggling, I guess. Oh. But yeah, it's great that you can see him so small right now. Like the tentacles barely reach outward. And it just has one eye. But he still has the deep, sexy voice, so... No barriers. I can just get to ignore all of you guys. Unless you don't let me open the door. Did they back it out? Yeah, they backed out. The pillars are still standing, so Ariel is not gonna be there. So I never patched the game. Remember how I said I needed to patch the game because it was a very manual process for me? I never patched it, and I haven't encountered many issues on the first or this game. Besides that square on the Reaver forge, but the weird graphic where it just replaced the fucking body with a black square box. That was the only thing. I don't know if the frame rate issues are gonna be fixed if I patch it, but I don't really care. And I don't mind it. It reminds me of the old days where I was playing Mario 64 at 24 frames per second, and I thought that was normal. It is still pretty normal. Oh, son of a bitch. 3 of them?
Change his destiny. What a fool.
Oh, so one of them stuns me, and the other ones are like, God damn it, man. Like, video game developers used to be really assholes. Okay, so the stronger and the hungrier the fucking Reaver gets, the more stunning power I get. I guess that is cool. That's why I was like, I was able to do that. But I might as well reset. Is there souls in here? Yeah. So I know for a fact there's a portal here. Might as well reset my health bar in case more shit like that happens. He thinks he can change his destiny. What a fool. The demons are really like interesting as well because they seem to understand this whole thing. And I'm guessing the Elder God is the one telling them. Fuck no. Rocky Mountain. That's the only true answer. Vanilla is kind of like a hit or miss. Certain places do it better than others. But Rocky Mountain, you can't go wrong. I think... If you ever seen Two Girls, One Cup, then you know Rocky Mountain is my favorite. I think this is the right way. Because I'm a scat man. Oh, I wonder if that song actually meant or knew what the fuck is scat actually. Or maybe I'm just drawing parallels on shit that I shouldn't. But oh, man, they almost have tracking. Leave me alone, sorcerer. So magic exists in this. I never thought about that. You don't really see a sorcerer. Well, no, I lied. You do. Here we go. I wasn't wrong. Ah, son of a bitch. Where's the fire Reaver? Leave me alone, please. I need to melt this so I can open the door. There's a fire Reaver. Hate you. I hate you. Why I hate you? But I love you. I recently watched a blooper of Anakin Skywalker, like in the burnt makeup, where he's just supposed to scream that I hate you and shit. And he says something stupid like I love you or like hey, I don't mind. It just starts like and gets up and walks away. And it's an outtake that I never ever saw until like recently, and it cracked me up, and I was like, yeah, I missed that. It was a time where I will research, or sometimes in the DVDs actually, they will show you outtakes and bloopers. And that's the bad thing about not having physical media, I guess. Since you have the streaming devices and shit, that you don't get that kind of stuff. The only stuff where I've seen where they actually have the outtakes and the bloopers is Disney Plus. Like a lot of the Marvel options, it has that as a... You can watch the IMAX version for whenever it's available, or on the extras section, that's where they have the bloopers, the outtakes. I think I can do this. Ah, maybe that's what I was supposed to do. I'm hoping that this is what... Yeah. I need to get closer. This is never gonna work. Please leave me alone. And but even then, like same with the games, sometimes the games you have to do research. Like this one included outtakes and bloopers, which we're definitely gonna see at the end of this fucking playthrough, because I missed them. And I noticed that the first time I was exploring the options, the volume wasn't really that high, so you can't really hear them. Now that I have this, oh, I love this song. It's so stupid. Like it doesn't really convey action or anything. It's just like ambient music. But the drums sometimes go with the melee attacks, with the rhythm of the melee attacks. Fuck off. Fuck off. Here we go. You can't really beat Raziel. He comes from a very distant future where the vampires rule. I defeated vampire overlords in my timeline, you son of a bitch. Granted, I use it puzzles, but still pretty cool. I use a giant baby made of fire and throw it at my brother, and he exploded because he was burping gas. That was an awesome boss fight. And I defeated...
Suddenly and inexplicably, I discovered the Reaver suspiciously laid across my path. Again, I sensed nothing of that temporal distortion, the peculiar sense of displacement I had felt when I encountered the Reaver in William's chapel. Cornered here with the blade, I suffered the same nameless dread that I had experienced when Janos first presented the Reaver to me. I felt at once repelled by the blade, and yet overwhelmingly compelled to seize it.
Why 16?
So, Raziel, here we are finally. You have no choice but to confront me now. And I am not so foolish as I've let you believe.
That's Malik.
We have business to do.
Very important guy of the circle. He's a guardian, technically.
Sarafan to Janos, you vile bastard. You've been orchestrating my every move. My destiny is an amusement to you.
It was fun while it lasted. I think not, Raziel. Malik, do not let this creature leave. He poses a danger to the circle. Poor, deluded Raziel. Did you somehow imagine you had the guile to change history on me? I'm the Time Streamer. I knew your every intention before you did, you imbecile.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
Lord Mobius, there is trouble within. The circle is under
Hold
attack.
fast, Malik. This one is the real danger to us.
What are you trying to concoct here, Mobius?
You toxic creature. Did you imagine I'd simply allow you to run loose? Corrupting everything you encounter.
I admit that I've underestimated you to this point, Mobius. But it's a mistake I won't repeat.
Wrong again, Raziel. Now, Malik. Bolt the door.
Using his staff to disable my Wraithblade, Mobius effectively disarmed me, leaving me with only one choice of weapon. And yet I confess, it was not the lack of options, but blind rage that made me take up the Reaver. In my fury, it felt as though my hand had acted of its own will. And now, that same hand clutched the hilt with unyielding strength, and I felt a constrained tingling, a remote but palpable sense of longing, as the disabled Wraithblade tried vainly to embrace its physical twin.
The physical twin. Yeah, that was Borador. The yells that you could hear in the background, that was Borador attacking the circle. That's the intro of Blood Omen 1. And what's interesting about this is that you can't drop the fucking Reaver.
Now that I had taken it up, the Reaver and I were inescapably joined. The harder I tried to release the blade, the more tightly my hand gripped the hilt, as if possessed of its own will.
Alright. So fucking drop it. Can't throw it. And he bolted the door to like tunnel me into a certain path. Kinda. Can't go to him.
Come to take your revenge, demon. Back to hell with you!
I recognize these two as my former brethren, in life as
I like the design better.
and in unlife as Cain's vampire sons. Melchiah and Zephon, the weakest of Cain's brood. These bastards had no idea what future lay in store for them.
These
How they would
bastards.
become the very thing they so despised. The Reaver hummed with ravenous anticipation. Janos had called it a vampiric blade, endowed with the power to drain its victims of their lifeblood. I was eager to see what the Reaver would do to these two.
Zephon and Malkaya. Son of a bitch. You can see the blood, like, every time I hit him, it just goes through the air and the fucking blade absorbs it. Man, they're quick. They're quicker than the other fucking guards. And they spam the fuck out of it. The weak brothers are kicking my ass. Oh, Raziel. You don't have piercing attacks with this fucking blade? Son of a bitch. God damn it. So Melchiah, if you remember, Melchiah was the first one that I killed. He's the bald one that needed to like do skin grafts from his victims so that he could like put them on to him. Because his flesh was decaying. Because he was the last in line to get Cain's gift. They have tracking. If it's not the other, it's the other one. It feels like I'm fighting in the like I'm a fucking Street Fighter. I'm just gonna do this. The piercing attack is the running attack? What the hell for bullshit is that? It kind of serves two purposes. I'm using the Soul Reaver in here. Oh wow, that hurt. Fuck. Because I'm absorbing the blood and I can't take the soul.
Before my blade, I felt the Reaver's bloodthirst as keenly as I ever had when I was still a vampire. I could sense the boundary between us dissolving. The Reaver was consumed with my rage, and I was intoxicated by its bloodlust. The blade had a vitalizing effect on me. My physical energy no longer decayed over time, and the wounds inflicted by my foes healed almost instantly. The Reaver had made me invincible.
But yeah, like you could see that when I killed them, the soul just flew away. Because so technically this was like prepare for it to happen like this. Because if you were to absorb the soul, Cain wouldn't have anything to use to turn them into vampires. So it kind of like everything falls into place neatly, I guess. This attack, the fucking piercing attack, should be a normal attack. The moveset should have changed with the Soul Reaver, but alright. Yeah, and Saffron, the other guy that I killed, was the fisherman. The one that I killed last. Oh, it wasn't last, it was second to last, I guess.
Have you come to reclaim the monster's black heart?
You'll have to get through us first.
My former brethren, Duma and Rahab, confronted me next. This all seemed so elegantly choreographed. Exhilarated by the Reaver, I was drunk with revelations. I could finally appreciate the delicious irony of Cain's blasphemous private joke, and I reveled as I colluded with him across the centuries. For it was
so he's agreeing with him.
Bastards in their tomb, thus providing the corpses for Cain to raise as his vampire sons a millennium from now.
Fuck. Fuck. I'm just gonna. I remember I used to do this in the PS2. It's like, this is easier. Like, fuck him. Like, because they can. It's like Street Fighter. Like, if I do this and then hit, they input read and they do short attacks to interrupt my attack. You see that? It just poke me. Fuck. Fuck you. Oh. Fuck you. I want to kill at least one of them so it's easier. I'm like a running train. Yeah, Duma, I think, was the spider, and Rahab was the... What was Rahab? Can't remember. It was Melchiah, the one that you crush. Rahab was the spider, is the one you burn. Saffron, you use sunlight to kill him. Oh, I think the other one is the one that was like impaled by 1,000 like spears, and I had to like get all the spears out. I fucking air juggle his ass. See, I can't absorb his fucking soul. It just doesn't exist. I don't think you can even go.
Exerted some mysterious power over me. It sustained my energy, enabling me to prolong my physical manifestation indefinitely. In fact, bonded to the blade as I was, I could no longer shift into the spirit realm at will. Nor was I able to summon the Reaver's twin, for my Wraithblade had been disabled in the confrontation with Mobius.
I love it. I just press select to try to go into the spectral room, but and it gave me a whole fucking exposition dump. I was like, yeah, this is why I can't do it. This is the brother that we didn't meet in the first Soul Reaver game. We don't know where he is.
Get back to the pit, you crawl.
And he's the best warrior.
And here at last was my brother Tyrell, who along with Duma would bear me into the abyss without questioning Kane's command. So dutiful and righteous, even as a vampire. I guess some habits die hard. The vampire Tyrell had eluded my vengeance. The Sarafan Tyrell would not.
Oh, so you dash forward and then you hit. Okay. Give me your soul. You can't get the soul. Yeah, this is the one that like Raziel would get along the better. He will actually like spar with this dude, and he saw him as an equal when it came to like combat skills. Well, he's dead. I mean, Raziel will always win in the sparring fights when they were vampires, so... But he was the closest second best, I guess. I wonder if you have spoiled this.
So, vampire, here we are. You've destroyed my brethren, and now you've come for me. You'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, you've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart.
Why do you sound so much like me?
You're a righteous fiend, aren't you? Apparently I am.
Apparently.
No, vampire. This is where it ends. You will be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos? No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Ordrin turned out to be no challenge at all. Thanks to you. Did you hear his cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass?
The Ouroboros in the floor is a nice touch. Come on. Oh, you can't block that, I guess. Yeah, you can block it. Man, he has a perfect fucking guard and response time. Look at that. The only reason I got lucky there. No, he doesn't mirror you. He's just better. I don't have that attack. Unless I dash forward, which is bullshit, because he's gonna interrupt the fuck out of me. Fuck. Like the blocking, like getting out of block is not as quick as you think it is. So I can like block everything and just dodge the... Oh, even that, it's like he's quick. That attack is too quick. No, I think I'm supposed to block everything and dodge those white strikes. But I can't get out of the blocking stance quick enough. You see what I mean? Oh, shit. It's always the same combo, but that one is you're fucked. You can't do it. This one you can do. That's tracking. Oh, he interrupted his charge attack? That's bullshit. He's just standing there menacingly. Yeah, you can't. The block is too slow. I can't juggle him. I just had to do 3 hit combos and that's it. Like I dodged him and got him and it's still like... Fuck you guy, fuck you. Please let me win. You see, this is what you're doing. You're doing piercing attacks that are too fucking quick. Yeah, I know, but if you block them, it's bullshit. And if you just stand there, he combos you. And if you walk around waiting for it, it doesn't come. It just pokes you. I'm gonna poke the fuck out of him to see how he feels. He has a crazy amount of health. I had to dodge inward. There we go.
I renounce you. And so it ends. My history comes full circle.
Sensing its twin, the Wraithblade uncoiled itself from me, and instead wound lovingly around its former self. I felt its grip loosen, and as the blade left me, its absence chilled me more than its presence ever had. A foreboding sense of emptiness and loss stole over me, and a terrible revelation gathered like a storm at the edge of my awareness. With all other foes exhausted, the conjoined blades turned themselves on me, and I realized, finally, why I had sensed nothing when Janos offered me the blade. The Reaver was never forged to be a soul-stealing weapon. The ravenous, soul-devouring entity trapped in the blade was, and always had been, me. This is why the blade was destroyed when Cain tried to strike me down. The Reaver could not devour its own soul. The paradox shattered the blade. So, this was my terrible destiny. To play out this purgatorial cycle for all eternity. I could not bear it. Despair overwhelmed me. You.
This is great.
Are you enjoying this game?
Don't fight it, Raziel. Give into it.
Was this your destiny for me all along?
Trust me.
Chills. Literally chills. Oh
I
shit.
felt myself weakening, unable to hold on any longer. The Reaver was too strong. The compulsion to simply let go, too great. And then, a growing sense of vertigo and the familiar displacement. The paradoxical moment when my twin soul hovered both outside and inside the Reaver blade. This was the instant, the glimmer of temporal distortion Cain had been counting on all along. This was the edge of the coin, the minute flicker of probability upon which Cain had gambled everything.
Now you are free to reclaim your true destiny, Raziel.
Behind Cain's eyes, I could see new memories blooming and dying as history labored to reshuffle itself around this monumental obstruction. And I could see by the dawning horror on his face that perhaps we had strained history too far this time. That by trying to alter my fate, he may have introduced a fatal paradox.
My God. The Hilden. We walked right into their trap. Raziel, Janos must stay dead.
But Cain's warning was lost as I slipped into the spirit realm, too weak to maintain my physical form. And there, waiting for me as always, was the Reaver, the Wraithblade, my own soul, twinned and bound eternally to me. And I realized that I could never escape my terrible destiny. I had merely postponed it. History abhors a paradox.
Nice. It's a cool outro ending card. Oh, you can look at fast forward. Why? You don't like the ending? The ending was great. This trying to remember when the Defiance came out, but it took a while. So I replayed this game a lot, and I always had a very interesting discussions with my brother towards the end of the game. Because it was just, wow. But yeah, bunch of theories. We didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. But it was great. That's when we started obsessing over it, and we started hunting down Blood Omen 1. I remember we played Blood Omen 1, we beat it. And then we played Soul Reaver 2 again. And then we play Blood Omen 2, and we play Soul Reaver 2 again. I never got around playing Soul Reaver 1 until way later. Those new memories that Cain is supposedly experiencing as he as the timeline is reshuffling, he's basically gaining memories from Blood Omen 2. That game is part of the altered timeline, not the original one, so it's good. But actually, now that I think about it, it might make some sense to play Blood Omen 2 after Defiance. And you'll see why later. It sucks that they don't have the opening for Blood Omen 1. I can show you that. I need to download it. But it's definitely gonna be next. Demos? I want to see some of the outtakes. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to sit through some of these.
Vorador.
I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good, I hope. I've been watching you since you emerged from that accursed stronghold.
It reminds me of my uncle, the one that was at the bar a lot. He died of drinking too much.
Are you the catalyst of these events? Or are you the answer to them? I distrust your origins, stranger. Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. Then the pillars.
It's not Mel Gibson.
Only a coincidence that your
But it
arrival
looks like
at
him.
that clearing heralded the pillars'
Everyone is fucking
decay.
old in here.
And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the pillars' destruction or their salvation? Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin.
I'm trying to remember why is this an outtake. It's going well so far.
For thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you? What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it. Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all
He's basically the whole scene.
are out of luck.
That was not an outtake. I don't know. I don't think they know what an outtake is. But it's great to see them act though. Because that obviously that's not their real voice. When they speak normally, they have like a more like natural kind of voice. Also, if you remember right, like whenever Raziel was grabbing the sword for the first time, he said that he could sense a ravenous soul that was driven mad by thousands of years of imprisonment. He could deduce that. That was a big hint that they gave us at the beginning of the game. So now it makes sense. It's like it's just a giant loop who was supposed to die, get absorbed there, wait more than 1,000 years until he is reunited with Raziel from the first game. But yeah, that's why he's like technically crazy inside the sword. He just devours everything, which makes sense for the end of Defiance as to why is he doing that, like eating without hesitation. The only reason that he was like Cain was able to, obviously to like intervene is because Raziel introduced the first paradox towards the middle of the game where he spared him and didn't actually kill him and drove the sword through the fucking tomb of William. Because in the original timeline, he was supposed to kill Cain there, and then continue his journey, meet with Janos, do all this bullshit.
The making of Soul Reaver.
Soul Reaver.
I feel an obligation to work out since I'm Soul Reaver. So when the time comes I really meet everybody, I'll be able to wear tight black outfits. And they won't feel so terribly disappointed to see that it's the 60-year-old cocker doing this voice. I had to go out and buy a PlayStation. They sent me Soul Reaver.
Right.
So I went out to buy PlayStation.
Right.
And we hooked it up in the house, and then I started it. Because I never played it, a game like this before. I played a game, period, other than, Knick Knack or that little Pac-Man or something.
Right.
And it's extraordinary. The opening is really extraordinary with the wings and the ripping and the throwing down of the abyss. And
right.
Now I'm getting into the labyrinth. 2 hours later, I still am nowhere. He keeps falling off the rock, and I can't work it to get him on the rock. And my daughter is sitting in the bed. She says, "Dad," I said, "leave me alone. I'm going to do this." She said, "But I can." I said, "Leave me alone." And 2 hours later, I look up, and I realize it's 2 hours has gone by, and it felt like I was there for 5 minutes. And I have gone no further. And I wanted to get into the other things. I wanted to see, because I did several other voices, I wanted to get, couldn't do it. And I said, I can't do this. So when I went downstairs, I came back up, and I looked, and she's already well beyond me. And I said, so there's got to be a chip that the kids have in their heads that some of us don't have from another time in our existence.
Yeah.
This is a CD-ROM?
This is a video game for the PlayStation 2.
There's a lot of talk for a video game.
It's a story-based game.
Yeah. I'm so used to sort of doing
a lot of yapping.
lines, different
go through that door. Don't go through that door. Hey, go through that door.
There's more to being a vampire than drinking blood and ripping out throbbing hearts. Trust me, doll.
There's more than being a vampire than ripping heart.
The continuum of history is simply too strong, too resilient.
Good one.
It's a lot of chat, isn't it?
Everyone says the same thing. That's a lot of fucking words for a game.
And I go, and he did what? And he goes into 3 pages.
Sitting down and taking a rest.
And it's so great. That is so fun.
So we're getting some pops on Parasite. Poetic.
Poetic.
Yeah, that's what the other guy was saying. He was like, I'm just used to, like, for video games to just say, like, open that door, don't open that door.
Parasite of them all.
39,919.
You stay here. I'll go and warn the others. I'll go and warn the others.
I think you look good with those glasses holders.
One thing was just a little easier. 906.
Be gone. You are not welcome here.
Renee?
Yeah.
You'll be surprised. Amp up that accent just
A little bit. I thought it had disappeared a little.
Look at it. It has like 8 clips on each side
Out of the room.
for your shirt.
License to kill. I don't know.
Licenses, the scenery and me will go.
I fear you have been followed. You must save yourself, Raziel. Janos, no! Oh, that's your line.
But I liked the way you did it.
How did I do it? Was it okay?
It was so good. That's the way I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah, Janos is the same voice for Raziel. Is that distinctive?
How many voices do you do?
Just one.
I think. No, wait. No, yeah, you're right. The other guy in the left is Janos, yeah.
It's a hypnosis trick.
But Raziel, I think, does a lot of the monsters and some of the human guards.
Many voice.
The man of one voice and just think it's 1,000. That's all.
Yeah, these two, they have a lot of history.
Embrace your destiny, Raziel.
I mean, stories about how can they just talk to themselves and like do a whole fucking play, doing different voices and shit.
And you alone. Without it, there is no hope.
Good. Renee, you gave us an extra alone.
It alone was forged for you, you alone. But I liked it.
It alone was forged for you, and you alone, it was for you alone. I'm dying. Give me a break here.
Look at this black heart. How still it beats. Or how it still beats would probably be better, wouldn't it?
That would help. And also look at his black heart rather than this. But otherwise, perfect. 10, 11, 3.
Otherwise, perfect.
Look at his black heart. How still it beats. I'm not going to be able to say it. We'll have to change the whole story.
Demon! He thinks he can change his destiny. What a fool!
So what kind of demon is this?
Very creepy. Very creepy.
Like that? Big guy like that?
He thinks he can change his destiny. What a fool.
Let the next squad take him. Let the next squad take him. To arms! The unholy ones approach!
Yeah, you see?
To arms! The unholy ones approach! To arms! The unholy ones approach!
Wow.
The unholy ones approacheth. Let the next squad take him. The scourge is upon us. The stench of death is in the air. Oh, did you fart? Compelled
Fucking Irish.
to take it up. Please. Oh. Please don't take my line. Please, take my line. Please, take it away from me. There's my unique resurrection. Give me a unique
Yeah, definitely.
resurrection. First he takes my wings, and then he takes...
You develop your voice. I'm halfway there. I'm like, I always fuck around with like voices and shit.
It's quiet tonight. You know, you got the bluest eyes.
I forgot about this.
A long time without a female vampire hunter.
Let me enlighten you, poor Raziel.
Well, Renee.
What? What?
That's terrific.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll just go home now.
Go home and gargle. Clean out those lungs.
Glad we did those at the end.
Yeah, like, but what do you think about the ending? How much did it fuck? Like, it just blew my fucking mind back then.
Ah, my wayward child returns.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
Merely the deceits of a failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting your true destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
Your arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
He had a whole video just to like, that was not really an outtake. She was just mesmerized by the fucking guy, by Tony J.
Raziel, the failed assassin. You had Cain at your mercy, but lacked the courage to fulfill the act. And now you see the wasteland wrought by the tyrant's hand, by his selfish decision to preserve his own life, even when it meant sacrificing the whole world. This is the fate of Nosgoth, as long as Cain remains alive.
An ironic condemnation, given this guilty scene. One would think you'd torn down the pillars single-handedly. What are you trying to obliterate as you drag your loathsome body through this chamber? And why, as Nosgoth descends
And this is something that
misery,
sometimes, like, I think I mentioned this before, but voice actors kind of like, they don't like that this is not possible anymore. Nowadays, it's pretty common for them to be alone in a booth recording their lines.
The source of Nosgoth's very existence. I am the hub of the wheel, the origin of all life, the devourer of death.
Or maybe you're just hungry. Could it be as simple as that? Wouldn't that be poetic irony? The great adversary of the vampires turns out to be the biggest parasite of them all.
Do not test my patience, Raziel.
Like this old school setting of like a
if I become so inclined.
like a recording booth, as if it was a van, and they're all in there in a soundproof room, and they're just reading shit.
Worse than death, Raziel.
They don't do that anymore.
I see you now as you truly are. A cancer. A spooling parasite.
But you can produce better voice acting if you do this.
Go now. Play out your pitiful rebellion and take your place among the destroyed, the used, and the damned. But know this, you are mine for eternity. You have always been, and will always be, my soul Reaver.
At last. I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel.
You see, because I can look at each other and like get some sort of feedback.
Centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future Raziel, to see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul
A concoction of
how we have
chocolate,
become
a dessert
like gods?
fit for mortals.
And as such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Sarafan, Kane. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer.
This is one of these outtakes that
Janos Audrin? It is hot.
that is just reacting of the.
After all,
I distinctly remember being more of those.
every time you turn up, something monumental and terrible happens. I don't think I have the stomach for it.
No drama this time, Raziel.
You are persistent, crossing time like this to follow me.
That lady in the back,
Still
that's
waiting
Amy
for that
Henning.
coin of yours to land on its edge.
She's the writer.
I'm biding my time. I see that Mobius has played a little trick on you.
Yes. He clearly doesn't want me to meet this Janos Audrin.
Perhaps. Or maybe he merely hoped that it would harden your heart against me, to see this wasteland which I...
There's one that I'm looking for.
Who has...
But maybe they're like very.
Ah, yes. I like that look on your face, Mobius.
You really don't know what to do now, do you, old man?
They probably are. Let's see. Yeah, they not might be it. Let's see. Let me see. Check something out. Trying to get a. I'm trying to get a browser going. Actually, you can probably. It might not be likely to be able to do that. Oh, I remember now. It's Defiance as outtakes as well. The ones that I'm looking for are in Defiance too. So we'll get to those later. So we're gonna have to do those later then. Can't do anything about it. Let me look at the chat because we say something. A new DMC, NPS, or Legacy. Well, we're already getting a new Metal Gear. They May Cry. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a reboot at this point. And Legacy of Kain. I don't want them to touch Legacy of Kain actually. It's just not. I don't know. I don't think it can never be. If they do something new, maybe, but they can't do the same bullshit again. So River 2 OEST. But we'll continue later. I need to figure out how to get Defiance and go from there. I think we're gonna probably have to like emulate it. I don't think there's a PC version. There might, but I don't think there is. So well, yeah, I don't know. He gets in here every once in a while. Just to fuck around. So did any of the story got you confused, or is pretty clear? It's a pretty tightly loop, a pretty well woven fucking loop. It has some. Technically, there's like 4 timelines at this point. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you, but I need to capture my own audio. Let's see. Just a browser. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is not what I wanted to do. Just delete that. Let's do. What about I have my headphones? There we go. I want to do a test. And I want to see if you can hear just a random like fucking audio. Can you hear that music? If you can hear that music, it's working. You should be able to hear it. There you go. Okay. So window capture. There we go. Let's do something real quick. Let them feast on their corpses.
Magical operation of maximum importance. The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in
blood. That's the circle. That's Mordor. This is what you were hearing when Mobius was setting up Raziel to pick up the Reaver. You could hear screams in the background. It was this. That's Malik.
Call your dogs. They can feast on your corpses.
That's interrupted. They actually show you later in the game that they had a pretty lengthy fight.
You are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer.
The pleasures of the flesh are no longer your own. He's...
One purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
Yeah, fucking literally the balance guardian. Yeah, pretty cool. Damn bitch. Yeah, everything went just full circle, basically. but I like it. So the reason that Malik wasn't able to save them technically is because Mobius was holding him on purpose to help with the whole Raziel situation. But it's weird because also the powers of the members of the circle, they weren't able to protect themselves. It's not technically a paradox. At that point, a paradox is only when the time dilution thing happens, or like the disturbance that Raziel can feel when there's a reshuffling. But yeah, that's why he was saying, like, yeah, it just goes in circles. They travel around. That's why when William and Cain were fighting, and that's why the whole thing, the paradox, even exists, because of that rule of the Reaver cannot devour his own soul, kind of thing. Raziel is the one that has free will, so whenever something, like literally in the universe of Soul Reaver, everyone is predestined to take actions. They are compelled to take a particularly set of actions. Raziel is the only one that can do whatever the fuck he wants, but he's being manipulated by Mobius and other parties to do stuff a certain way. But so that's why technically he's the only one that can create paradoxes. That's why his soul has to be present. He's like technically the Reaver. He's like, oh, every time you kill someone, what it is, because you're technically exercising the free will of Raziel to affect the timeline. So it's not that you kill him with anyone. Like if you were to kill William with anything else, you can't. You really can't do it. Which is actually a neat detail that got written into the fucking lore, because whenever you're fighting William, he can't really, like, you have a bunch of fucking tools, like the spells that Bordador was using, the really cool, where they just make your fucking flesh explode and it just leaves a skeleton. That's something that you can do. You can control people, like mind control and shit, and make them fight for you, or you can control them directly. But I remember when you're fighting William, you can't really damage him that much. Like, you do damage, but the weapon that actually does the most amount of damage and that's like necessary, like, it just makes sense. It's like driving you into using the Soul Reaver. is that is the only one that actually does adequate damage. If you try to use any other weapon, you do chip damage. Because it's supposed to be like really like he has very high defense and shit, so by that point you have the Soul Reaver, just like why the fuck not?
Hello everybody, it's Vertical Sandwich. Welcome back to Let's...
Oh, son of a bitch. I wonder if everything has commentary. Probably does. That's the army of... The menu of the Legacy of Kain was really cool. I distinctly remember, because look at this.
Flame Sword. Chaos Armor. Chaos Armor.
The blood armor was cool.
Flame Sword. Chaos Armor.
It had voice lines, but it also, you could press another button and it will give you, like, the voice actor will give you exposition on that fucking item, like what he do, like, oh my god, this guy is super hacking. He has 96 Arts of Darkness. That is not fair, my dude. Why is he refusing to use the fucking Soul Reaver? Oh, wait. I think I went too far. And here he's doing an infiltration on William the Just. He's trying to kill him before he becomes a tyrant.
I entered the court with the dollmaker's head in one hand and the doll containing the girl's soul in the other. I placed them both before the king and watched his eyes catch fire. With the doll in their possession, the court's sorcerers could restore his daughter's soul.
I do not know that I can thank you enough, warrior. My kingdom is but a small price to pay for my daughter's life. Willendorf is yours if you wish it.
'Tis not your kingdom I desire, but your army, Otmar. I require troops to vanquish the
Oh wait, no, yeah, I remember this. Yeah, fuck it. No, this is William. Fuck. I keep jumping around, but yeah, it's because at the first king that you get the army, you fight William, you can't beat him, and that's when you travel back to the past to defeat him, because you're like, yeah, I can't fucking win him in a war fight.
Mobius told me you would come.
He's using the fucking Soul Reaver. He's using the flame sword. I wonder if he's gonna try to kill him with that. Yep, he really is trying to do that. But that's how it sounds when you use it. Oh my god, he killed it with the fucking flame sword. That is so stupid. But anyway, you get the point. That's what happens. Yeah, and William the Just is Tony J, which is weird. He has such a deep voice that he plays an 18-year-old. It doesn't really make sense. Look at that combat. Yeah, it's really cool. It's like Diablo. And now, ugh. I wonder if it's a... What the fuck? Anyway. That is it. That is it for now. I gotta go take dinner and rest. I'll see you later for Defiance. But yeah, that's crazy. Got any questions? Let me know. We'll go from there. I'll let you know where I am at with Defiance. Where I got it. That game was like 5 to 6 hours. It wasn't that crazy. There was no puzzles, just combat. You just breeze through it. And I think it was maybe less than 6 hours. Maybe 3. Well, 5 to 6. Yeah, I'm still trying to do this every other day as much as I like skip. I mean, it seems like I'm doing it once a week at this point. But you'll at least get that. If not every other day, at least once a week. It was but it was a good stream, like you said. Not bad at all. Oh, all right. We'll go from there. I'm hoping that it's actually like emulator friendly. Well, I'll do some research right now. I'll probably get it before the end of the week. Not that big of a deal. Have everything set up. All right. See you later in the land of Noscott. Noscott is great. Let's go Noscott live.